this drawing is called There Is No Dark Side of the Moon. Because technically there isn't, apparently, which I never really thought too hard about the moon, but yeah, I always knew that the moon reflects the sun's light. But I didn't know that technically it's kind of like this gray rock thing, and when we see the moon, we're just seeing all the reflected light. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't think too hard about it. It's in reality, it's kind of this grayish, tannish sometimes, with like the blue tint on some places thing rock in space, and the moon symbolizes the subconscious self, right? The hidden layers of the self, the shadow self, the things about yourself that you don't really know, don't think about, or parts of yourself that you kind of chosen to forget. But I feel like the fact that the light of the moon is sort of not its own light is very symbolic, like, because it's like illusionary. The light of the moon is like, it's an illusion. And so I don't know, it makes me think that maybe like parts about ourselves are illusions, or parts about me aren't real and are an illusion, and they're just being falsely projected as light, or falsely projected as good, maybe, I don't know. But this drawing is mainly about duality. I mean, when I draw these characters, oh right, I forgot, did I say I came into this drawing with a plan? I did this time, and I usually don't. But these two characters, they're both random, but I don't know why I keep separating myself into different categories, but I do. And so on the left, we have, I'll call her Randy. I didn't really give her a specific name. Only in the later variations of random did I decide to start giving them different names. But yeah, she's like shark random, ocean random. Her element is water, and the earth, and she symbolizes like restoration and stuff like that. And then on the right, we have Ramali, and she's like the most recent one. Not the most recent one, actually. No, because I made another one. I made a couple after that. Wait, oh no, I've totally forgotten some of the random variations. Oh no. But she like represents like fire. So we have like water and fire, and so like that's a duality, especially because I'm a Gemini. I like to add nods to that zodiac sign, or the fact that I'm that zodiac sign. But yeah, okay, Romalia represents fire and destruction, and in this drawing you can see that Romalia is like on the destructive side. And so yeah, there's like a lot that I've been learning about myself. Not really though, like, I mean, more of accepting myself, like burning away everything that is an illusion of myself, you know? Or illusions that I have, delusions that I have about myself and who I want to be, and expectations I have for myself, or these I don't know, ideas of myself in regards to identity. And so I feel like when it comes to all these variations of random, like they're all me, but it's like they're all symbolic of the fact that I tend to think that I'm not me, which is insane. That is so weird, but also kind of interesting. It's weird how I do that. I think I'm not myself. I'm always questioning who I am, even though there's not a real answer to that. Like, all I can do is exist, and that's all I can be. So yeah, there's like a Pluto symbol somewhere. And which is interesting because Pluto also represents the self and like transformation, you know, which before I even knew of any symbolic significance that Pluto had, I always just liked it. But this video is going to end. But this was really nice to draw. There's more symbols in a shark. I was gonna draw a Quetzalcoatl, but but I ended up drawing an eel set. Bye. Okay, anyways, I edited this. So, yeah, what more did I want to say about this? Right, okay, I was gonna draw Quetzalcoatl at the far right, at the bottom. There's a shark on the left, and then there's an eel on the right. And I was gonna draw Quetzalcoatl first, but then that kind of just didn't work out the way I wanted it to, so I didn't. And I drew an eel instead, which is kind of fine and perfect. Still an underwater symbol thing. And random on the right. Sorry, it takes so. I'm really bad at my left and my right, so it takes me a minute to process which is which. So yeah, random on the left. She didn't used to have hair, so like the green and gray one. She didn't used to have hair, but then I just thought it was an interesting detail that I could add. I mean, why not? I am the artist. I am the creator. I'm the one making these things, these characters and whatnot. And yeah, and there's like a heart in the background. I don't know. Hearts are cute. And soft. Yeah, soft femininity and all that jazz. So yeah, bye. This is officially over, and toodles.